Did you ever see a guy on the field making defenders look like confused traffic cones and think, yeah, he's going straight to the NFL? That was Kyren Lacy. Smooth hands, fast feet, and swagger levels dangerously high. This man was cooking defenders like Sunday lunch. But then bam, life hits harder than a linebacker on Red Bull. From highlight reels to court dates, from touchdowns to a tragic twist that no one saw coming. How does someone go from catching passes to dodging police sirens? What really happened behind the scenes? And how did it all spiral so fast? Stick around, because this story is as wild as a fumbled snap in overtime. If you love real stories that hit hard, make sure you like the video and subscribe. Don't miss what's coming next. So let's get this straight from the start. Kyren Lacy wasn't just another guy trying to make it in football. This man had talent. Like burn a defender while winking at the camera level talent. He had the kind of athleticism that made coaches do double takes and defenders double knot their cleats. But what really set Kyren apart? Confidence, swagger, that give me the ball and watch me work kind of energy. He didn't just play the game, he owned the moment. And believe me, when you're doing that on the Louisiana high school circuit, word gets around quicker than gossip at a family BBQ. Kyren tore it up at Thibodeau High. We're talking highlight after highlight. His senior year was a full-on fireworks show. 18 touchdowns, over 1,000 yards, defenders falling over like someone greased the field. Coaches saw it, scouts saw it, grandma on the porch saw it. And soon enough, Kyren got the call. Scholarship offer from the University of Louisiana at Lafayette. Now let's be real, that's not LSU, it's not Bama, it's not Ohio State, but it's a solid program. And for Kyren, it was step one. He hit the field like he was shot out of a cannon. Big catches, clutch plays, and a nose for the end zone. After 2 solid seasons, he decided to upgrade. LSU isn't just a college, it's a football machine. And if you're a wide receiver wearing purple and gold, you're expected to be one part athlete, one part superhero. Kyren showed up, strapped in, and went to work. 2024 was his breakout year. 866 yards, 9 touchdowns, and enough jaw-dropping plays to make even the most miserable fantasy football manager crack a smile. He was flying high, building draft buzz, and basically writing himself a ticket to the NFL Combine. But that's the thing about life, just when you're up, sometimes it throws a curveball straight at your ribs. December 17th, 2024, Kyren's back in his hometown. Should have been a normal day, but then a car crash happened. Not just any crash, a deadly one. A 78-year-old man named Herman Hall lost his life. Reports said Kyren was driving recklessly and speeding. The worst part, he allegedly ran from the scene. Now hold on, that's not just a bad look. That's a life-changing disaster. People started pointing fingers. News outlets ran with the story faster than Kyren ever ran a post route. And social media? You already know. It was chaos. What would you do if you made a mistake that big? Or worse, what if you didn't, but the world already decided you were guilty? Kyren eventually turned himself in. He was charged with negligent homicide, felony hit and run, and reckless operation. Heavy stuff that doesn't just threaten your career, it flips your whole world upside down. Now here's where it gets complicated. Kyren didn't go into hiding. He took to social media, saying he was innocent, said he'd fight the charges, said the truth would come out. Some people believed him, others didn't, but nobody could deny the pressure building around him. The NFL dream on life support. Public opinion all over the place, and emotionally, you could tell he wasn't okay. This wasn't just a guy facing court, this was someone facing the collapse of everything he worked for since he was a kid. And sadly, things got worse. April 12, 2025, just days before his court date, Kyren was in Houston, Texas, staying with family. Tensions were high. According to reports, he got into a serious argument with a relative. One of those arguments where everything boiling inside finally spills out. He had a gun on him. During the fight, he fired a shot, not at anyone, but into the ground. Was it a warning? A cry for help? Nobody knows. But what we do know is this. Someone called the police. When officers arrived, Kyren jumped in his car and drove off. Not a calm drive to think. A chase. One last run. And during that chase, he crashed. By the time police reached him, it was too late. Self-inflicted gunshot wound. Just like that, he was gone. 24 years old. This was a young man who had it all in front of him. Dreams, talent, a name people knew. And yet, in a matter of months, everything unraveled. Because this isn't just a story about football. This is about pressure. About what happens when the world expects you to be unbreakable, but you're breaking inside. Mental health in sports is still a whisper when it needs to be a full-on shout. These young athletes are human. They mess up, they hurt, they carry the weight of family, fame, and expectations bigger than their shoulders can handle. Kyren's dad later said he wished he'd checked in more, that he'd seen the signs earlier. He begged other parents to really talk to their kids. Not the how's school type talk, but how are you really kind? Even LSU basketball star Angel Reese posted online saying athletes need more support. I need to know it's okay to speak up, okay to cry. Kyren's story isn't just about a fall from grace. It's about a young man who needed help and didn't get it in time. He was more than a jersey number. He was a friend, a brother, a son, a teammate. And here's the heartbreaking part. If he just made it a little further, maybe the ending would have been different. But what can we learn? Support your people. Check on your strong friends. Speak up when things feel heavy. Because sometimes the biggest smiles hide the deepest pain. Kyren Lacy left behind questions, sorrow, and a spotlight shining on the things we usually ignore. He also left a legacy, one that reminds us the real battles aren't just on the field. And if you made it this far, thank you for caring about the full story. Stories like Kyren's deserve to be told. Kyren's story is one that sticks with you. It's sad, it's powerful, and it's real. He had dreams like so many others. But life doesn't always go the way we plan. So if there's one thing to take away from all this, check in on the people you care about, especially the ones who look like they've got it all together. Sometimes they're the ones hurting the most, and if you're going through something yourself, talk to someone, please. You're not weak, you're human. Let's keep having real conversations like this about life, pressure, and mental health because it matters more than ever. Thanks for watching. If this story meant something to you, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video. Someone out there might need it more than you know.